Here's a 2400 baler. They painted this. That looks like they did a bunch of work to this. It looks like it's got good belts and everything on it. I think this will bale hay and straw again. It's got the twine in it and everything. This one's got the electric tie too on it. Look at that. It's a nice outfit. P&B Equipment Limited, Wetaskiwin, Alberta. This is the original dealer sticker, but it has been freshened up. They just must have masked it or something. So there you go. I was watching a Farm All Fanatic video auction preview. This was a couple years ago, and he thought it was quite unique that he came across one of these trailing mowers. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this group, and there's other stuff too, so we'll go through these. Here's a John Deere number 37 sickle mower. This one actually looks quite decent. So you got a new guard on and stuff. I think this one go work with a cylinder on it. This one does have a cylinder on it, and this one's a real nice 37. These are a good mower. Like, I have no problem with Deere in the rear when it comes to sickle mowers. In fact, John Deere is my preference when it comes to mowers, to be honest with you. So here's two 37s right here. Here's another John Deere mower. This one's Pitmanless. This is the number 450. It's Pitmanless. This looks like a good outfit too. Here's an IH disc. I think this is a 37 or something. This is for a smaller tractor you'd pull. This is probably W4 hydraulics. It's not a huge disc, but it's a nice one. Here's a little horse-drawn harrow. Here's a case sickle mower, another trailing type. He just used small wheels on it, but still a trailing type sickle mower nonetheless. This one needs a pitman. Here's a little tumble bug. It looks like they got a pretty decent cutting edge on it, actually. Here's a New Holland sickle mower right here, a trailing type, I think. Here's a crimper attachment for a swather. That's so you could do hay with a swather and they'll crimp it. Here's a PTO powered buzzsaw. Here's another John Deere 37 sickle mower. There's 3 of these here. Somebody built this Pitman pipe, but hey, if it works, it'd be fine. Here's an International 990 hay bine. Looks nice. Here's a Vibra of Brady, is it? This is. Okay. Here's a New Holland bale wagon, a fairly good sized one. Actually 1044, I guess it says on it. Yeah, it's a 1044, so this is a bigger bale wagon. Here's a little New Holland sickle mower. Here's a set of 6200 grain drills. These are newer Case IH ones, but I don't know what they did here. I don't know what the story is with the wood on it. There's one wheel missing on the transport. That's probably what's throwing the whole thing out of whack. That's a set of drills. It is what it is. It's got the grass seeder attachment on it. It's an IH number 50 chisel plow. This one's a real nice one. This one is the 17 foot. I think this is the biggest the 50s came in. This one's got the heavier hubs on too. Like a 55, the real big, these are a lot heavier on a 55. But it's definitely a 50. And this one has newer style caps on it too that the 50s usually have the nuts in. And this one I'm sure is a 50 because of the smaller lift tube there. But you can tell the paint scheme on the 50, the proper one. But yeah, this is what you would pull with a 660, not that little 7-footer. Guys with a 660 put something like this behind, and they did it too. There's a Pretty nice number 50 chisel plow. Here's a chisel of some kind. I'm not sure. This has got the 4-inch furrows. I'm not sure the brand on this one. Here's another one, a dark green one. I'm not sure what it is. Not deer, it's something else. Here's a New Holland 1033 stack liner. Here's a New Holland 1000 stack liner. Sorry, I fell in the gopher hole. Here's a Morris CP625. Ours is a 725, but they're 25 shank cultivator. We pull ours as a 4366 and our hard clay ground that has no trouble with it. And here's another cultivator like ours. Here's an IH45, and we pull one like this with a 4366. Yeah, actually pull ours. We pulled ours, either one of them with a 41 that handles it good too. Here's a 247 cockshut deep tillage cultivator, chisel if you want to call it that. We got one just like it. It's a real good little cultivator. This one's actually a 5100 drill, but the grass seed attachment, that was somebody put one off a 10 on it, or something like that. There you go. Here's a 3-point hip sickle mower, Massey Ferguson. This one looks like it's only 6-foot bar on it. Here's a New Holland shit spreader, 327. It's a nice shape too. Here's a disc. I believe it looks like it's a case. Here's a disc painted up. It's Massey Ferguson by serial plate, but it's a mounted one. Here's an IH540 shit spreader. This one's in rougher shape. Needs some TLC there. Here's a Massey rake, I believe. This looks like Massey Ferguson side delivery rake. Here's a John Deere side delivery rake, and this one's real unusual. I've never seen one with a wheel up front like that. What's the model on this thing? R64TD. Okay, 640 is what it says here. It says R64TD. Okay, it's 640 John Deere. I've never seen anyone like this, and this one's New Holland, I believe, roller bar 258. Here's a John Deere manure spreader. This one's been done up once before, I think, but this horse drawn at one time. Looks nice. Somebody probably just used it as yard art, but it would probably spread turds again. Here's a couple of John Deere 14T balers. This one looks pretty decent. I'll have both probably. Both of the work will work again probably. Here's a little 6200 drill. This one's a 10-footer. This one looks like it was tandems to make, or tridems, and yeah, it's had two and they've just used one, but it looks not too bad, but there are issues with it. This is a little rough here and stuff, but it'll still work. Probably. Here's a 6200, a 10-footer. Here's a couple of case 6-bomb plows right here's one of them. Here's the other. Here's a 7-foot New Holland mower, and it's got about 5 sickles with it. Nice outfit actually. Here's a project someone was working on. I'm guessing this is a conveyor. Someone's got an international engine on. I imagine this looks like a 230 Swather engine. Probably a 153. It is indeed the 153. It's got the spin-on filter and stuff. I don't know what the heck the plan is with this, but an IH engine on it anyway. This looks like a little case disc here. It's not very big, but it's a disc. Here's an old Fargo 500 grain truck. It's got some cancer on it. Box looks nice. Those tires are tired. This mirror, why did you saw a mirror bracket off like that? Why did you do that? I don't get that. Nice old truck, actually. It has nice, good potential, this truck, but it needs some TLC. The box actually even looks good. Here's an old Mercury 100 truck. This has got some counter on it too. These are this is 1960s, I assume. Mid 60s, I think. Here's an old Chevy truck. This one's a tandem, so this one's a heavier truck. It's got juice brakes on it. Is it twin stick though? Yeah, it is a twin stick. So there you go. Here's a John Deere 3-point hitch sickle mower, number 39. So there you go. Look, it's got new sections on the knife. That's worth something. They're bolt-on sections too. Here's one of these walk-behind garden tractors. It's not a David Bradley, it's something else. Here's a nice John Deere plow. This one looks real good. It's got all the quilters and stuff on it and stuff. The mold boards look good and everything. 5 bottom. So there you go. Here's an old GMC grain truck. This is a 1-ton. It's got some counter on it. 1-ton grain trucks aren't super common anymore, but they did use them to haul away from combines at one time. It's got some serious counter, this truck. Floorboards are eating out. You might be driving like Fred Flintstone. 56,305 miles. It wouldn't surprise me if that's actually correct. It's got counter on it, that's all. As green trucks like this don't get many miles on it. Say GMC means get more chicks, but can't see anybody getting more chicks with a green truck, but you never know. Getting wrong about other things. Here's a Massey 760 combine with a pickup on it. There again, what the heck's the idea? I bet it's the same asshole that's leaving the doors open on every one of these. They're going in and having a look and then leaving the doors open. Don't know why they do that. I've got to close this one too. But it's not a bad old combine though. I actually haven't even been on one of these. Looks like Massey Ferguson's one of the better combines actually. So there you go. Here's a little Viking 3-roller fanning mill. This is a cute little guy. These aren't overly common. Here's a McLeod grinder. Grain grinder. Here's another grain grinder. I'm not sure what the heck this is though, but it is a... So there you go. Here's a John Deere 348 baler. Somebody repainted it. Looks nice. Here's a little Deering New Ideal horse mower. Looks nice. These are made in Hamilton, Ontario. Here's a little John Deere Model E engine. Seized up though. Here's a Caterpillar D339 engine. This is a power unit. These engines are the same as a 17AD7. That's what they take for power. I think this one's stuck though, but it's an engine nonetheless. Here's an old post drill, and here's a drive belt. This one's, yeah, it's tore apart here, so it's patching value or pieces value. Here's a miscellaneous lot for my e-crib friends. Somebody made this crib board out of aluminum, I think. Did a nice job of it. Look at that. Comes with this lot of stuff here. 1630X, the lot number. Here's a horse-drawn cultivator. And here's a horse-drawn plow, and this one is John Deere. It says John Deere 159 right on it. been restored at some point by the look of it. Here's an old cream separator. It's a run-through cream separator. Here's a cockshut belt driven grain grinder. This one, the hopper is rusted out though.